What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold.
I hate whiskey. Been a while since I jotted. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal... Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce, and on a related matter, may I...
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
If you...
Nobody believes me. Sarah, even you.
The painter?
They all...
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. I want you to look carefully.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do...
Quiet down. I'm on your side. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue...
Correct.
Which...
All right. Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, all I have to do... Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand. The Wentworth Agency doesn't... I used to be an avid reader. I wonder why I still take these things.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but as for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings...
Understood. You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You don't have... I speak...
Do you know where this...
The Hawkins... If I... Why? First say scream... That, but any...
That'll be all for now. Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Do you like our... That's...
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So...
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Let the police do their work. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. I did, Edward.
You can't. Oh, no. Now, please.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the...
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. What a macabre souvenir. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. Fishing equipment. This blackboard has a Scylla. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
From here, I see every hard work, even...
It's you.
Oh, tell me...
Your manifests have been blacked out.
Yeah, I don't...
And what
you mean...
I know that Charles Hawkins and the island...
Indeed.
So where did...
Well,
with... I'm looking for warehouse...
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the...
It belonged to the...
Precise...
I think... Can you tell?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on...
So come back.
anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry. We're all... What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say?
Not much more. They were... Don't get it.
What do you mean?
The only... He can be on...
Is he a danger?
No.
Come on, you can tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Wait, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat? I don't want...
It's a...
What's with you wandering around?
I've got to enter the Hawk...
No.
I don't...
Now,
I've got to get in...
oh, yeah?
She's...
You got...
What's with you?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah.
Shut up, you...
She must be quite intimidating. I hope you had it.
No, you...
But he only smiles.
She sounds...
And she doesn't like to be...
So, who
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're and we let...
What are you...
Listen.
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us in trouble.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
This warehouse looks...
No doubt a question.
Good. I shall take... It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A handle. It must come from these old winches. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. I could use this old winch to lift the grating. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do smoke. I hope it's... I hope it's... This is... primitive. Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after? These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. P.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? And I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do...
Officer Brown,
What?
come on.
Okay, I get...
Who the hell are you? I've got my eye...
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. The place has been abandoned.
I see no scorched trees.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained.
Not soon enough to say.
They were trapped in the drawing room. Are we gonna take a closer look?
Your partner, Andrew.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much.
That's not far off the mark. You know, Charles always got... Is there anything...
You're the one who...
Don't think I was trying to hide it.
That's why you're so keen to find out.
Yes. If anything else...
Night falls...
I'll go with...
Why not?
Right. Let's go.
$1693. But the architecture seems too recent. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins Craig.
I told you.
I must say it's...
So, Detective.
Why were they...
I was given... Mrs...
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting?
Poor kid. Charles Hawkins Craig. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins. No question of leaving now. I must examine the scene of the fire. Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives. Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe, and let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here.
That's true.
It's painful to be the last.
You don't know how right you are. Understood.
The police report described
Webster.
He wants to.
No, I can't let you in.
That's why you.
That's right.
And this door.
It's locked.
No one lives in the mansion. If you have a good
There's
vermin.
Yeah, that.
Right. This is what we're going to do. If there's nothing else to fear.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion. This gate is locked. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his... Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple... I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas.
You're right. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of too much rubble? I'll find an easier way. What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument? Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. A crowbar could prove useful. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. There's something disturbing about this painting. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. The boys' room. The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked. Locked. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you? What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
Is anyone there?
You!
Stop! Did you see which way he went?
Who? I just heard some noise.
A man was hiding on the upper level. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? It looks like an old Seaway map. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. The Scylla. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. I must find a... With this... As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Well done, Pierce. Secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him. 3 seats.
Look. Someone's been here recently.
Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone? Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related? This padlock is too complicated for me. Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps.
The passage continues further down.
If possible...
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory. Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all. This oil again. What is it used for? I don't have time to search them all. What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God.
We'll see. I'll go...
Yeah, there's a pass.
A table for sacrifice? Oh, God. I gotta... Oh, I can't breathe. What's happening? No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Is it my turn?
Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. I can't read Latin.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulu Nithsiha Fitagim.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and...
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him bring us through more sacred flesh. All you who sleep, we pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Caving in. I need to get out of here. My leg! Light. At last. I need help.
He's opening his eyes.
Saved. What happened to me? Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me.
Leaving this cell.
This foul gas again.
I don't want him to find me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as I've brought you your clothes. Let me go.
What's going on here?
I would really like to know. For problems they didn't have before going, we must not. I shall all you need to
Understand.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
I told you not to let her come down.
I know.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Locked. Good God. What could this machine be used for? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Have I activated anything? What is going on here? This machine seems to consume a great deal of it. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load. Vats of rotten flesh. Worse and worse. What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Do the cops know what's going on? I can still increase the load. It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. I can still increase the load.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not sleep. Me. I will not eat it anymore. Never again. We must not eat it. They must know that it is not.
It's done. Now for the others.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. It roars and swells and has strength of oceans. Its waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only...
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
What do you want?
Sleep.
Sleep?
No! Have you seen the storm that's brewing?
You want sleep?
Yeah.
You'll draw.
So...
Is it the noise?
No, and...
I'll find you.
Go look in the...
He'll find me. He can see me.
It's locked.
Calm down, please.
No, don't.
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
This padlock is too complicated for me. This valve controls the pressure. The control wheel is missing. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hand. Duct. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. This padlock is too complicated for me. Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, my new friend's sleeping pills. I've got what you...
Show me!
There.
Don't you worry. Go on. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help! They're attacking!
Get me out! Don't let me sleep in here.
Help me. Shut up. Dr. Fuller
What carnage. Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push. The door is blocked on the other side. With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape. I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw. It's locked. Now for the next step. It's locked. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. It's locked. Exactly what I need.
Who's there? Hey!
exactly what I need. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. Zoology, esotericism... Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds? Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. Zoology... esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. All the levers are activated. The door is blocked on the other side. That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
saw something over there.
Don't get away. You're a What did they do? You're... In her office, I saw these things. What? What? With... No! Sanders! What the hell? Oh God. I gotta... What? This is insane. What killed him? Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but...
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? Tell us.
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the...
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a...
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back.
The man's a danger.
What can we do, Pierce?
I heard you talking.
Why am
I get the impression...
Intrusive, anyway.
What I'm
And what brings the
I don't understand.
That's what he...
I have a... I'd remember...
Why would he fake his...
That's possible.
Seems hard.
Bradley, what...
I don't understand.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion, you don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down in...
Then what?
And
then?
I went to visit you at the hospital.
And you don't remember the...
I don't.
Given the energy...
His father's... He found...
Two
most...
powerful...
Yes,
he...
I know. Do you wish...
Doctor, not to mention...
Yes.
What I...
Do you...
It's the I'm listening.
I found a file bearing Sarah...
It makes sense.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins, and all were aware of Mrs...
Perhaps.
From what?
Francis said...
I met a...
Of course.
He knew Sarah Hawkins.
What?
I'm not...
Tell...
I didn't see what.
Of what do you...
Sanders said it was Sarah...
Sarah Hawkins? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can...
You really think she's involved?
Francis...
You know, Frank, I guess you can...
If you plan...
I don't agree.
But that true...
He's right.
But it could...
Better. Very well. I'll go to...
Don't end up...
I'll do my...
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now, and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
What can I do for you, sir? Our the break. It's a...
I...
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later. Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the
Yesterday. I met him at the...
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That... You... How...
What happened to your husband? The man I met... He's...
How I needed you...
Mrs. Sanders. But I had nothing... Did your husband...
Well, you can imagine. It's exhibited...
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting.
Who else to paint such...
It is my only lead at this stage.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I would urge you to make the most of...
Thank you, Miss... The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. A house of artists. A house of artists. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends? Sanders, what did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the paint? He finally... Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? Was she jealous of... He didn't want Sanders to have the pain. The Shambler. I need to see it. Did she really care for him after all? Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph. A strange Amerindian pendant. An old diary. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins... I could use one of those.
That's twice you've stepped on my toe.
I've got a lot. I have a well-off client. Before making...
Perfect. You're a...
All's fair. The public entrance to the gallery. Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
What the hell was that?